Okay. Um, this one's weird. I uh, I don't really know where to start. Uh, Cyberpunk is so strange. I I've always liked it. It's always been super cool to me, but I keep finding new things to like about it. Um, I'll just start with like what happened to me, I guess, and then I'll go down like a rabbit hole. So there, there's this like locker room, or not a locker room. It's kind of a garage door somewhere with like a pin pad on it, and I know there's like a bit of like a community mystery surrounding it because like nothing seems to work when you type in a code, or rather like no one's found the code yet. Um, and I was wandering around um, my apartment in between like jobs and stuff, and I, I know that like every apartment has this little guy, and I saw that, and I thought maybe that could be like the code if you do like the at bash, I think it's called, where they change like the letters into the number in the alphabet they are. So like F would be 6, B would be 2, and so maybe I thought like that might be the code to the door. And so I took a screenshot of that, and I don't remember where the door is. I'd have to look it up. And I've been sitting on that screenshot for a while, and I was just going for a drive, and Jesus, I don't know if you heard that, but the volume in the apartment just blasted my fucking ears out. So I went for a drive, randomly, because I was bored. Damn. Fair. That's fair. So, turn my radio off real quick. God, the noise. It just does not stop. But I was driving around in the Badlands doing stuff, and I remembered that there's a garage door you like drive into in the Nomad beginning, and I always play a Nomad. And I noticed there was a food stand there, and I was like, that's interesting. I wonder what they sell. You might already know where this is going. If you already know, I probably don't have anything to add that you haven't already like read online about, or watched another channel do it much more justice than I can. But I wanna show how weird it was for me, and just like go through my thought processes of how the environment of Cyberpunk tells like a strange story that I feel like I never quite get a conclusion to. So I could be wrong, but I think this road goes past. No, it does not. Okay, that's okay. It's not super duper important. Ooh, where am I going? My bad. That's on me. There was like a weird turn for a second. It tripped me up. Sometimes I feel like I misread the layers of the minimap, and I don't know which streets are above me, below me, and which ones I'm supposed to turn on. I typically enjoy going on like weird exploration drives in Cyberpunk, especially in the Badlands. And so I spend some time in like the Biotechnica Flats. I spend some time in like the Eastern Badlands, Red Peaks area, I think it's called. I love that this road goes under the ocean. Sometimes it gets way too bright in here, though. I guess because it's later, it's not doing it this time, which I'm fucking thankful for. Oh, there it goes. Ah! Alright. So we're still pretty far away. One of the things that I really like about Cyberpunk is how esoteric it can be. And by that I mean, like, I'm always a huge fan of, like hidden mysteries, like dark secrets. The Maelstrom doing those like satanic rituals about like demons in the darknet. That cyber psycho that's like bathing in blood and viscera while she net runs, so that she can like basically be possessed by demons of the darknet. That stuff's pretty crazy. Speak of the devil, actually, not Maelstrom, but. So I noticed this on my way back from the restaurant location I'm headed to. These are voodoo boys out here, out in the middle of like nowhere, which are they're net runners, and they're kind of religious too. They have their occult rituals where they believe that the demons in the net, especially the old net and like behind the black wall, those are like, they venerate them as spirits, like the Loa, which I just think that's awesome thematically. The black wall is super interesting to me. The net as a occult like dimension, like they call it pandemonium. There's like Lilith, the Ice Queen, who's probably Alt Cunningham. Souls as Data, like it's very interesting to me. That truck I just drove past, that's a Mad Max reference. I'm not going to get into that. It just is, trust me. Go look at it if you want to. But I love like secret societies. I love alien conspiracies. I love occult rituals. I love like all that kind of stuff. Like the blue-eyed men, whatever they are, whether they're aliens, reptiles, vampires, or just humans who are part of a secret society that's like pulling the strings. The way they control, spoiler alert, the way they control the minds and memories of Jefferson Perales and his wife, for the purpose of being in complete charge of whoever's the mayor of Night City. You know, it's weird. It feels like bending someone's mind to your own will. It feels like a spell. Like, it feels like net running feels like magic.
Huh? Oh man.
I don't know why he's always so worried. He's cool. I bought some food from him, but it's the church. You drive originally into the garage of this church in your Galena Rattler in the beginning. And it gets banged up pretty bad, and you don't get it back for a long time. And funnily enough, there's another Nomad Galena here, which is just goofy. It's funny it's green now. Last time I came here, it was red like my original one. Oh, there's nothing in there. Okay. But it's the church mostly. And I was just going to explore. I thought I was going to pick up some scrap. Maybe there'd be like a note in there. And there is, but... So if you haven't seen this before, this is the heart of a giant online conspiracy that the community's been trying to unravel for years. I'm led to believe it's already unraveled, but the way that it concluded, I dislike. I kind of reject the idea that we found everything. So I'll just start with so there's these main servers. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 servers. Crazy writing on the wall. Whoever lived here is clearly like going insane. Living on this dirty mattress, pouring through notes and books and playing video games to pass the time. And then there's this skull here, which I guess isn't uncommon in the Badlands, but it does feel a little, a little death metal-y, little black magic sort of satanic goat skull crap, but there's no real connection. It's just a skull, as far as I know. So we've got messages and files. So spectroscopic analysis from Teddy Bella to Polyhister. Polyhister is going to be pretty much the main character of this conspiracy. Some anomalies, nothing to... Not yet. Poorly calibrated equipment. Kabuki tech wizards strike again. So something here is connected to Tabuki, or connected to Kabuki. My bad. In any case... different set of parameters. Bacteriophage theory. It references that's something that the actual online community who's been trying to unravel this whole thing. That was one of their theories. Was I don't remember exactly how it worked, but there was a bacteriophage that the diagram of a bacteriophage looks like one of the statues. That's like a clue in this whole thing. So that's referencing what the actual online community is doing while they're trying to unravel this. Don't want to warp the facts just to fit what we're looking for. I'll send a crosstab with the results. And then, so Teddy's interested in the bacteriophage. This is from Celestial 69 to Polyhister. So the computer we're on right now is owned by Polyhister. Polyhister lived in this church and presumably wrote all this stuff on the walls. Celestial 69 is more interested in the monks. So that is to say, pace back and forth under that statue. So that statue references something. I thought we were going to drive past it on our way over here, because when I drive from here to my Japantown apartment, I drive past the statue, but not this time. I'll keep an eye out for it, and I'll go there later. So meditate some more. This guy wants to like shake him around and demand that they answer his questions. I got my coffee with me. Who am I? Why are we all here? What is it all about? So something. He wants to get drunk. He tells Polyhister he can't just sit in that dusty ass shack all day. We're in this together. Go get a beer. And start asking ourselves the right questions. For instance, what is the difference between magenta and fuchsia? I didn't know really what fuchsia was. I had to Google that one. It's just another shade of pink, if you didn't know. Magenta is closer to like red pink, and fuchsia is closer to purple pink. The reason why they're asking about magenta and fuchsia is connected to the next message. Tyromanta to Polyhister. It's really happening. I have it, Polyhister. I'm not wrong this time. I just need more time to understand. First things first, you probably think I've lost my mind. Maybe in truth, I began to doubt whether the answer we were looking for could ever be found. What if we sought meaning where none existed? And that's a reoccurring theme in this whole like ARG. Is what if it's the joke is on us and that we're looking too close. That kind of feels like how the whole thing wraps up, and I don't like it, and I kind of reject it, but we'll get into that. So I know that we were right to find the correct path forward. I had to first leave the wrong one I was already following. That's when I found it. I'll be honest, I slipped into a dark pit of apathy and despair. I left the net to seek solace in the world of physical fleeting pleasure. I needed to feel something, anything. As I wandered around Night City, I found an old arcade, vintage games. I had forgotten such places existed, even though in a previous life they used to be my home away from home. That's where I saw it, a sign, FF06B5. If you already knew what I was going to start talking about before I came here, and then you know that FF06B5 is the hexadecimal color code for magenta. Hence, this guy was asking, what's the difference between magenta and fuchsia? The reason he's asking what's the difference between magenta and fuchsia is because the crux of this whole mystery focuses on a hyperfixation on magenta. FF06B5 is the hexadecimal code for magenta. And if you were paying attention, or if you already knew about what's going on here, you would remember that's the numbers that are punched into that little statue in my apartment. Now, the one that I took a screenshot of because I thought it might open a garage door. which the garage door turns out is like completely unrelated to all of this, as far as I know, unless something else comes out later. A pixel hidden in code over 50 years old. Do you understand what this means? The path we must follow goes much farther and much, much deeper than we could have imagined. From this point on, none of us are safe. They know the secret is out. That's the most interesting part to me. From this point on, none of us are safe. They know the secret is out. Who is trying to keep this a secret, and who is making it not safe for Polyhister and Tyromanta? That's like where I focus on, is there is someone hiding the FF06B5 mystery, and if the secret gets out, whoever learns of it is targeted. They're not safe. This will be my last message. I'm leaving, taking nothing with me but my laptop. You have to discover for yourself what I have. I told you once about a game that changed my life. Think back and remember it, because that same game has changed my life a second time, and now it will change yours. So that's from Tyromanta. We've got some files. So this is the game they're talking about. Arasaka Tower 3D, a video game that came out after Johnny Silverhand blew up Arasaka Tower. Someone made a soulless cash grab by monetizing like a terrorist act that killed like thousands of people, turned it into a cabinet entertainment game. But despite how innocuous that seems, apparently Tyromanta found something in it, and he recommended that Polyhister find it as well. It looks like Polyhister went to Kabuki, is where I'm assuming they found this cabinet, and they brought it back here, and they hooked it up with all these servers. So the secret is in the game, and it's up to Polyhister and us to find it. So in files, we've got copy, magenta, HXF. Implementing stage 1, generating, sequence complete, no results found. So whatever they were running, it didn't work. I almost laugh when I think of all the time wasted on those sad, conjured-up theories of mine. I felt a genuine relief when I purged my previous notes. The gibberish of a self-proclaimed genius turned fool. Embarrassing. Again, we're coming back to themes that the search for knowledge is meaningless. It was Tyromanta who lifted the veil of secrecy, the first of us with such a breakthrough. I couldn't believe it until I saw it myself, a long-forgotten arcade game, and within it, not an answer but a clue. The keyhole we must find is in a door that we took for a wall. That'll come back later, too. I am, admittedly, not fucking good at this game. So, instead, I'm going to go run around the game, and I am going to show you some other stuff that I think is very interesting. So, let's start with... So, when I realized that FF06B5 and the color magenta are a giant cyberpunk conspiracy, I realized quickly that I had in my YouTube Watch Later playlist, because I'm addicted to YouTube documentaries of like random conspiracy theory video game knowledge, like just garbage. And so I long ago had seen a thumbnail explaining the FF06B5 mystery, and now that I found this church, I decided, like, the mystery's old, people have pretty much already solved it, and I'm probably not going to cut any new ground. So I decided to just watch the whole video. It was by, I don't remember his name. I'll put it in like the description when I check. But in it, he mentions some weird stuff. I watched several videos actually. It's multiple analyses, but one of them talks about something that I've seen before. I found it in the wild on my own years ago. I took a screenshot of it because I thought, oh, that just looks cool. I like that. That scratches my weird cryptic bullshit itch. It's the second screenshot I ever took on this PS5. Must have been like years ago. Like I think a year and a half ago I took that screenshot. Could be longer. And when I saw it in a conspiracy video, I was like, I know what that is. And so I went back there to revisit it, and something weird happened. I hope it happens again here while I'm recording. If not, I have a recording of it happening to me before, and I'll post that. But I hope it recreates itself, and I don't have to split it up like that. So here, let's get going. So, if you already know what I'm going to go look at, good for you. You're very cool. And I'm not being sarcastic. I love how smart the muckraking community is. How like the way they chew through ARGs and codes and ciphers and riddles and hidden messages in invisible text. I'm a sucker for all that stuff. I love it. Admittedly, I'm not the smartest code breaker in the world. I have done a little bit that I'm pretty proud of. If anyone knows the pretty cool children's cartoon Gravity Falls, you might know that the creator Alex Hirsch is a bona fide lunatic when it comes to hiding secrets in his show. The show itself is about like an X-Files sort of like it's a children's summer vacation in a strange town where nothing is what it seems, and it's the main character Dipper is a bit of a little detective, and he's addicted to unraveling the unknown. And I really relate with that. I love that cartoon. It had a perfect ending. I hope they never reboot it or try to like stretch it out. I think it ended perfectly. Recently, there's been a resurgence of Gravity Falls stuff. I'm getting off topic. Basically, Alex Hirsch has never done posting weird ciphers, codes, like, you know, he's a weird guy. Also, now that we've read that computer, think back on, they know the secret is out, we're not safe, and there's voodoo boys parked right outside. It could be them. There are a lot of ambiguous options for what factions are doing what. Like it could be the Blue-Eyed Men. The Mr. Blue Eyes faction might be the they know the secret is out and we're not safe. It might be Maelstrom. It might be the Buddhist monks. Might be their own faction. Oh my God! Please, sir, are you okay?
Killers.
All right. Oh, you gotta look before you just walk into the road. I'm sorry. Okay, so, basically, what the hell was I saying? I was going on about something, and then I hit that guy on accident. The factions could be anybody. It's so hard to say. Clearly, Polyhister and Celestial 69 are not really aligned with the Buddhist monks, and the monks seem to be their own faction, and I don't want to overstate the importance of the Zen Master Quest. I think I'm still in the middle of doing that on this gameplay, or on this playthrough. He's a weird guy that gives you brain dances that, like, show you different elemental, like, totemic meditations where you focus on a particular element. You, like, the Zen Master seems to request that element's aid for purging impurities or negative emotions and stuff from. He says negative dimensions or negative elements or something like that. Like there's energy that's stuck to you from a negative dimension. He seems to know things about you. He knows about the relic in your head. He knows like more than he should. He's saying less than he knows. The monks are strange. I don't know exactly where they fit into all this, but there is a big statue of a monk with like a piece of metal over his mouth, holding two glowing magenta orbs. So again, like monks and magenta come back into play. This car's brakes are so bad. The quartz, every variation of the quartz, the bandit, the specter, they suck at braking. I'm actually on that note, I'm actually just gonna grab a different vehicle because while this one looks cool, it's just not what I'm trying to do right now. Sure, I'll do this. Ooh, that looks pretty. I love that color code for that. It sucks that you can't customize your own cars. I hate that the only Quadra Type 66 like standard edition that you can get is like ugly dark green. It just doesn't fit. I don't like it. Anyway, we're very close now. keep your eye out for a big statue of a guy holding a sword and an orb. But that's not exactly where I'm going right away. I'll do both. You'll see. Please, sir, can you not? Oh my god, that car. Somehow I didn't get the cops for running over that guy. This, a long time ago, I heard that Rebecca's shotgun was in the city center park. And so I came down to get it. And then while I was here, I just started exploring random bullcrap. And it led me down here. And I checked all 4 quadrants of this underside park. So, there's this really cool glass dome that you can look up through. But it's just a nice little place to like relax and get away from all the noise. But this, I saw this, and I was like, huh, there's a lot of weird graffiti around the city, but I've never seen anything like this before. And then something strange happened. It didn't happen again. Okay, that might be a complete coincidence, or... I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it's a coincidence. That! A bright magenta flash. There's no way. Okay, so let's talk about what we're looking at. A golden cube, looks like some kind of puzzle cube, and then there's 3 figures who are kind of worshipping it or venerating it. There are lines coming down off of the cube, and then also these 2 characters on the sides are connecting to it with what looks like monowires. The character in the middle might also be doing that. It's just hard to tell because the lines are just parallel with everything else that's happening. But I think I don't have like a, so if you use my reticle as where I'm pointing, I think that line and that line are probably his monowires. So I think they all are. I think they're all jacked in, but this is important. And also a magenta moon or sun. Now, right now, we don't really know whether or not it's a moon or sun, but take my word for it, it's the moon. And we know how much the moon means in the lore of the game, and how much cryptic graffiti on the walls can be important, like the tarot one. So real quick, and if you don't already know it's the moon and you're asking, oh, how do you know it's the moon? It's really hard to just like stop what I'm doing and get there and show you. The moon reminds us that reality is not always what it seems at a first glance. In a world of appearances and illusions, the best course is often charted by one's own intuition. The moon is also the card of dreams, desires, and of course sleep, death's nightly ritual. Kinda weird that this whole card is magenta. Now, magenta's not exactly rare in Cyberpunk's color schemes, but of the ones I have unlocked, like, that's not really magenta. That's more like fuchsia. This is more like fuchsia. The wires are kind of magenta. A little closer to red. But you see what I mean is that, like, the rest of them are more of a reach if you're looking for magenta. And I don't have every tarot unlocked, but, like, come on. Get real. Like, you don't tell me that's a coincidence. And yeah, I'm kind of a crazy schizo posting conspiracy theorist, but that's the target audience for this kind of stuff. You have no idea how long I've spent analyzing the weird hexagon symbol chart that's on Misty's wall. Like we were saying, we've got I already forgot everything I read because I have ADHD. We have everything is not what it seems. Is not always what it seems. In a world of appearances and illusions, the best course is often charted by one's own intuition. The moon is also the card of dreams, desires, and sleep. So dreams are really important. Desires are also important, but a little less so. there is a dreamlike experience that happens in this whole FF06B5 mystery, and if you know, you know. And if you know, that's where the proof comes that it's the moon. So the moon is the center of a bunch of it's connected to the blue-eyed men, which in turn is connected to all of Gary's ramblings. But anyway, so that's one thing, right? Now the other, let me get my bearings. The other is, it is behind Arasaka Tower, and this is where I start really wondering about factions and what the monks are doing. So if I were to reiterate real quick, hold on. I know Arasaka isn't responsible for everything that happens in the world, but they're at the center of a lot of stuff. They pretty much run this whole city. There are 4 quadrants in this little circle, and there are a bunch of different things in the circle. So, like, here is Militech's main headquarters. This is Kang Tao and Petrochem. I think Petrochem's this one, Kang Tao is this one. And then this one is Arasaka. So, the weird graffiti of the golden cube is in the quadrant facing Arasaka Tower, and then the next mystery is behind Arasaka Tower. So, two signs of the mystery are flanked on either side of Arasaka Tower. Everything feels like it's related to them. Here we are, FF06B5 once again. When I came here, it was in the daytime, and there were 3 monks, and they were chanting Om. Now that could pretty much be anything. I know Om is like it's a mantra sound. It's supposed to be the sound that the universe is vibrating on. But this is the statue in your apartment, and it says FF06B5 in your apartment as well. And I was told something about this this tablet. So I'm just gonna, you have to sit and you have to wait for it to change. Meat Man strikes again. It seems the killer known as Meat Man has claimed another life as fourth by our account. The victim, this time 23-year-old Janet Bailey. Night City Police previously issued a formal statement about Meat Man in which they claimed no such serial killer prowls the streets, but the truth is far less comforting. Establishing connections between the murders proved difficult, but our investigators got their hands on reports that show the victims all died in the same way. The specifics are too graphic to describe in detail here, but two key similarities stand out. Firstly, all of the victims died of a bullet to the head fired from a gun used to slaughter cattle. Secondly, wait, what? Okay. That's No Country for Old Man reference. Secondly, the bodies exhibited scarring characteristic of burns from a red-hot branding iron. Oh, weird. We got a chance to speak with one of the NCPD officers assigned to the group tasked with tracking down the Meat Man. This guy, man, this guy's a real psycho, extremely dangerous, still out there somewhere, said the officer. That's unrelated, I think, but I've never read it before, so I just wanted to see. I wonder how long you have to wait. There's like a weird music playing in the background. Eddie stock market. Today's weather, partly sunny and breezy. P205 Corporation, all rights reserved. Oh, sorry, my bad. For some reason I thought X might be to interact. I know squares interact, but I'm gonna, while we wait, oh, I guess that was just a normal auto-saving interval. While we wait, I'm gonna Google how long, or if there are certain circumstances you have to meet in order to get this thing to change, because it does change, and what it changes to is pretty important, at least to me.
When a phantom itch leads to orbital system error, foreign body, install at your own risk.
Don't make trouble. Be trouble. Where there's smoke, there's violence.
このあなた、今日のサプリはもう飲みましたか？集中力と生産性が向上します。1回の治療で効果時間は5時間以上。
データ端末はナイトスクール全域で自由に利用中。ワンバルーンが設置されています。
I know a lot of this game, some of the secrets in the FF06B5 have to do with like waiting and meditating, but I can't help but fear that there's also like a circumstance that I have to meet. Come on, come on.
Don't be fooled by more propaganda. Get the latest trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News. Come to Lightfoot and help us build the city of dreams. Everyone wanted to know what the moon tastes like? Try moochies. Made right here in orbit.
유전자를 잘못하고 나셨나요? 바이오 테크니카에서 완벽한 자신을 만나보세요.
New episodes every Wednesday at 10. Only on WNs.
I'm not finding much. It's actually really hard to find people talking about this screen changing, but I've seen that it does.
Real blood.
there any chance it has to do with 4 a.m.? Because I know 4 a.m. Occurs in other places as well. Let me see. Let's try here.
Hey, Judy. How you feeling?
Shitty, but something came to me.
Gotta give yourself time to grieve, Judy. Experience all its stages. Feel them. Let them play out. Shock, anger, depression.
I'd say I'm on anger. Gonna stay here for a while, too. I can work with anger.
Oh, this is it. This is it. Okay, look at this. A golden cube and a 6-fingered hand. And in the middle of it, magenta light coming out. This magenta, that little glowing bit in the center, that looks like the relic to me anyway. But what's up with the 6-fingered hand? That's what's the most confusing to me. I have some ideas, but not much. It's mostly just rambling. Also, if you look at the cutscene where Jackie first pulls out the relic and puts it in his own head, and then also, again, when you pull it out of Jackie's head and you put it in your head, the relic is magenta. Magenta might be a stand-in for, like, the soul, or, like, soul energy or something like that. But yeah, so again, what's all this have to do with FF06B5? Well, other than just the color magenta, the golden cube is very important, and the magenta moon is very important too. Let me finish this conversation with Judy so I can, like, get this off my screen.
So what did you come up with?
The Mox Dive, Lizzie's bar, used to be a joy house. Tiger Claws killed one girl too many, so people took matters into their own hands. Belongs to us now. Clouds could stand to get the same makeover.
Got the Mox to agree to take over Clouds.
No, I'm trying to get you. Know someone at Clouds who'll take our side. Will you help?
Yeah,
Fine.
for sure.
Got me on board.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, so, what's the plan?
First up, we gotta talk to Maiko Maeda. If she's not with us, might as well throw our hands up in the air.
Maiko Maeda. Who is she exactly?
Girl who unofficially runs Clouds. Good at it, too.
What's she do officially?
She's a doll, so she's a nobody.
Sure Maiko's gonna want to join forces.
If I was sure, I'd be on the hollow to her and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Let me rephrase. Is there any chance she'll slap us around and shove us out her mega tower window?
Of course, sure.
Guess I can work with that. How well do you know this Maiko?
Too well.
When we doing this?
Early morning, Clouds will be closed. Hardly a soul lurking at that time.
How early?
Before 8, I'll be by the entrance. Scratch that, the balcony above Clouds. We'll sneak in. No one needs to know we're there.
On the balcony. Got it.
Alright, so now that I got that out of the way, the next thing is that arcade cabinet. I haven't beaten it yet, because I'm bad at that fucking game. It actually sucks. Why is it doing this to me? Stop. Sometimes the radio will still play music even though it's off. So, real quick, there's one more thing I can do. No, but going to basically, without spoiling too much, you can find Tyromanta in the game. I know where it is. I've never been there myself, but I know where it is. But the part that it plays in the ARG is, and it is an ARG. There was a lot that like existed outside of the game. There's like hidden QR codes and weird stuff. We haven't gotten to any of that yet, but I'll point it out when we get there. But first things first is I have to beat that arcade cabinet. So. As much as I don't want to, it's pretty much the only way. Wrong button. Sorry, I've been playing several different driving games, and they all control different. Okay, so Polyhister claims that, or Tyromanta claims that the secret is in the video game. There is a wall, or there's a door they took for a wall, and the key is in that door, or the keyhole is in that door, he said. So we have to find the door that they took for a wall. I know where it is. I just have to not die while getting there, which is harder than it sounds, at least for me. There's something about that game I don't understand. Is this the... Whoop. Whew.
The fuck you want?
Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, what? I've done that before in real life. That stuff is terrifying. I went like 70 miles an hour up to a red light and had to come to a stop in like 30 feet. It was not nice. I didn't fall down though. Bro, these people just like walking the road all the time. So, while I don't know what to make of the six-fingered hand, I have a lot to say about the three people venerating the cube. Now, there were three people holding their hands up, total of 6 hands, six-fingered hand. Maybe it's like all the people in that image. They're all part of the same hand. They're all moving towards the same goal. Something. It's drawing emphasis on people, like multiple people from different walks of life, coming together to work towards this golden Rubik's Cube, this mystery they're all trying to piece together. Alright, all that's left is the big hard chore. I mean, there's more left, but you'll see. You'll see. Okay. Alright, I only have 10 minutes left on this recording. I probably won't get all of it done, but let's just see what I can do. Escape the tower before the bomb goes off. Alright, so this is like an old Wolfenstein reference. I never played those games. I'm not good at it. Every enemy in this game takes 3 hits to kill. Alright, health is very limited and it's very hard to avoid getting shot. Fuck. Alright, and then this area is nothing, right? Whoa! Fuck off. God, he got me. See, I'm already almost dead. When you have blood on your face, that's, fucking pretty much game over. Alright, so we're on floor 120. We get in the elevator, we go down. You go down to floor 86. Okay, so you're not fighting through every single floor, which does make it easier. There are so many bad guys. Ow! What? That's a guy? All right. Jesus, give me a break. Are you kidding? This is what I'm talking about. What was that weird metal door noise? I heard like a sound of a metal door open. Oh well. But yeah, you basically have to keep doing this until you can get to a certain part of the level. I think it's on floor 52, which is like technically floor 3 or level 3. I am gate kept by level 2. Whew. Whoa! I don't know. Are the enemy placements random? I don't even know. Certainly feel random. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why? Piss off. Please, for the love of God. Fuck off! Fuck off! Please! What is this? It feels like a shitpost, is what it feels like. Oh, did I actually press circle instead of X? Whoops. My bad, I'm sorry. Please? Oh my god, please. Spare me. Whoa! Alright. Oh, fuck off. I know there's more. Fuck you. Okay, that worked pretty well. Are there more? Please. Fucking spare me the indignancy of dealing with this. Oh, brother. We go again. can't exactly shoot through corners, but you kind of can. Why do I do this to myself? Fucking stop. Please fucking stop. Please fucking stop. Just die. Just die. Oh my god. I hate it. 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 They really need to let you retry from inside the menu. What is up? Can I play? Alright, so this is my own little purgatory. That was weird. You see the skip button was all glitched out? Go back and look at the lower left, or the lower right. It was like, all. That door better close. You better fuck off. Ow. Why does it say 4? Oh my god, please. Fuck off. What the hell is going on here? Oh, I hate it all. I hate it all. Alright, I got 1 minute left. Probably not going to do it. I might need to watch like a walkthrough on how to like just fight the enemies. Because you can't peek around cover, as far as I know. Oh, what the hell? Why? Why do you just get 2 free hits on me? Does that do more damage? Probably not. Oh, I didn't even heal up to full. That sucks. That was weird. Fuck off, dude! Oh my god. It's never been worse. Alright, I'll call it there. I'll pick up the next one where I beat it.